Oh, we're live on Facebook and we're live on Instagram.
Episode number 6.
Number
Hi.
6. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tuesday, 11/11 of the Power Inner podcast. But not in that order. Yeah, I know.
Inner Power podcast.
How we all doing? Give us a wave, say hello, drop some hearts, and yeah, we're going to get cracking. What are we talking about today, Angg?
Wow, guess what? What's the topic actually? Why are you asking me? You tell the people. You're good at it.
We came dressed all in black today, so it's
Yeah.
the dark side of the force today.
Yeah, there we go.
No, it's not at all.
We are special agents. This is it.
So we're kind of talking about how we deal with ourselves. Oh my god, my brain has been used up today. This is, by the way, all the haters out there. Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hello. Yeah, come on, Angg. What's the?
No, it's your turn.
It's not my turn.
It is
It's
your
not
turn.
my turn
It
because
is
I've
your turn.
forgotten the subject title. I know what we're talking about. It's just the thing's gone.
How is it possible?
I know.
It's gone.
It's just gone. It's a brain moment.
Okay, all right.
Lying on
All
you.
right.
See,
Okay.
one of us should have worn white. It would have balanced out.
So we are talking how by working on yourself, improving yourself, we are actually creating success, right?
Do you know what? I think I ought to work on some little memory games, short-term memory games.
Like, oops.
Yeah, I'll be like into my success then. Yeah.
That's a part of success, right? Memory.
Yeah.
Right.
Remembering a conversation we had like for the last hour about what we're going to talk about, and then the thing it just flew away, and it's come back now. Okay, I'm going to stop messing around. So yeah, how we work upon ourselves, yeah, determines our success. So,
and how does it impact our success?
And I guess that's success in all areas, right?
In all areas, of
Yeah.
course. From my personal experience, I strongly believe that success is not only what you earn at work. Success for me equals your happiness, and what happiness means to you. This is your success.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, and it's finding that success or happiness in all of those areas of our lives, right? So it's covering, our family, our work, of course. Interesting, actually, someone posted today about their relationship coach. It just sprung into my head now, and they were talking about how they've helped couples and work on their relationship. Laura Jane Hand, I think.
So you
God.
remember that,
Yeah,
but
I remember
you don't
that.
remember
I think
the
I've just got
title
the name
of
wrong as well
podcast.
now, so sorry.
Wow.
But it was talking about, and it made me think that sometimes when we want to improve, we try and improve in one area. We might, I want to get fit, and it brings us a happiness for that. We feel more healthy, but it's having those things across the board in all areas. And sometimes you can do it in one big hit at different things, but even like yourself, like for when we work, I've worked on my health, fitness, same as you, and you've worked on your mindset, and these things do have a knock-on effect to everything else.
100%.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you said, okay, we've been working on ourselves in so many different ways. But there's also a very important thing, and that's in the title, by the way, your relationship with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the thing is, you can be working on yourself and on your business, but you still don't have a really good relationship with yourself. So every time you're not performing at your best, you're not bringing the results you want to bring, you are kind of harsh or sometimes even nasty to yourself. And this is a very important thing. You have to change the relationship with yourself. For me personally, even though I've succeeded on so many different what's the word? Help me. I achieved a lot. Put it that way. Thanks. I achieved
psychically put it over.
I achieved a lot, but I was still very harsh on myself. So every time I didn't perform to the level I wanted to, I was beating up on myself, and that was stopping me from moving forward. I was actually taking a step backwards. And the moment I started realizing it, working on it, it didn't happen overnight, by the way, okay? I started bringing more consistent success, my personal success. It wasn't so much about the success that was visible for everyone else. It was me feeling good about myself. That was the most important. And I think that's the biggest success for me personally, feeling good with myself. Not with what I produce and present to the world, is how I feel behind the closed door, with myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that's really important, actually.
It is extremely
Yeah.
important, because the thing is, you see, what people see, the product of your work is just a glimpse, right?
Well,
It's
even
just a
this,
moment.
even what we're doing now,
Yeah.
is just like a glimpse of, something that's been worked on, right?
Yeah.
And, and the social media is good and bad for that. Most of the things we see is just a bit of a glimpse. But you're absolutely right. And I think sometimes, I think you've got to put yourself first, and it's not selfish.
I'm gonna say something.
Go on, say it.
Can you define selfish?
Well, not anymore, no.
Can you define selfish?
Yeah.
Define
Yeah.
self. Can you define selfish?
Emily off camera. It's helping us. No, I think things, as you grow older and you go through different experiences, and you can't please everybody. I might go off the topic a bit, but you're not. Hello, Claire.
There she is. Hi, gorgeous.
Yeah, you can't please everybody. So, like, people are either with you on that journey or they're not, and that's up to them. And that, it can be upsetting if someone doesn't want to be part of that, but that's just the way it is.
It is. I'm going back to selfish. Sorry,
yeah.
because I feel this urge. I need to explain my point of view.
Go on,
right?
do it.
So, I think word selfish got quite a negative connotation, isn't it?
Yes, it has. Yes.
But the thing is, you see, that selfish, what does it really mean is, being aware of self.
No.
So you understand your emotions and your feelings, your needs. And when you can take care of those, which means you care how you feel, then by doing that for yourself, what you do, you're actually presenting the best version of yourself to others.
Yeah.
So that from my perspective, this is the true selfishness that need explanation and clarification, so people know what it means. And caring for yourself is an act of self-love. And if you can show yourself love, then this is what you're gonna offer to others, right?
100%.
Because you're not gonna be burned out. You're not gonna just try to please everybody, no matter what. You will understand that you are here for you, and you can only improve your life and add to people's life by showing the world or giving the world the best version of yourself. So you have to look after yourself.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And it always resonates with me is that, so before changing my career as an electrical engineer, I just really wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't for me, and I knew it was affecting my mood, which would have been somehow knocking onto other people. And it was a tough decision to change, because again, people, what are you doing? You're going to teach martial arts, and that's not going to be good, and this things will change. And some of those things did change, but also it made me, it changed my mindset, it changed my mood, and it was so I was happy in that sense. Maybe not everyone else was happy, but that's okay. Do you know what I mean?
100%. But the question is it your journey?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
is theirs?
Yeah,
they can
exactly.
be part of it, but they are not all of it.
Yeah, everyone's welcome to be part of your journey, and you're welcome to be part of others. But it's you've got to accept that that's how it is, really. I guess.
So, your decision about changing your career, how did that improve your relationship with yourself?
So with me, obviously, as I've said before, I guess that my instructor was very much about personal development, and so my relationship with myself, it went all over the place, because I always feel when you make a big change, things go massively out of balance, for good or bad, whatever, and then it soon settles back down. So it gave me, like, my confidence changed within myself, my self-belief changed for the better. Well, look where I am today. I'm doing things I probably was told, and not probably, I was told what or led to believe, should I say, and that's on me, that there'd be no way I'd be able to do what I'm doing now. So, and it resonated so much in what I'm all about. I like, what we said earlier, we like to help people. So that was the good. The bad was probably jumped in too much helping people. But then as time's gone on, I've learned, right, where you step back, observe. Anyway, that's going off on a different subject altogether. So yeah, I feel that because I made that choice, it helped me develop into who I really wanted to become, and who I really am. It allowed me to then focus on the things that would better me. And actually, as you know, now going into business, because I love so much what I do, it enabled me then to learn things that I probably would not have so much in marketing or the other bits, doing podcasts. And I would no way I would have been doing this had I stayed on that path. And I'm sure I'd have been, well, obviously through the work I was doing, it was still helping people. It was just a different way, but this is a better way for me.
And that's great. So, in summary, it sounds like you've chosen what was close to your heart. You listened to your heart, which means you...
it's caught... Okay, I went into song mode then.
You respected your relationship with yourself, right? And your needs.
Yeah.
And in the long run, even though it could be a little bit bumpy on the way where you are right now, you are much happier, and you're really happy with business. Business, okay. Yeah. This is the Polish accent, okay. and in your personal life, right? And the thing is, you see that this is another thing which I would like to touch on, is the fact that even though we've been through a hell of a lot which shaped us the way we are right now, we are not done.
Oh, hell no. Didn't get knocked down that easy.
No.
Kung Fu master.
But what happens? what happens is when you get trained with your failures, with your defeats, which, by the way, this is probably another subject because there is no such thing like failure. You're just not so fazed by it. So whatever is presented to you, this is just another step which you have to get through, right?
Yeah, you just learn to deal with it and adapt.
Yeah, and you just know, okay, this is one of those things. Things go, better, then they go worse. That's what we call life. And you just keep moving forward. You're not being like you're not freezing, if you know what I mean, in your action, and you think this is the end of the world, because you already know, you've been there, you've done that. This might look a little bit different, the situation, setting, you name it, might be different, but you've been through it. So you build this trust with yourself that you can get through no matter what. And I love this saying. I don't remember who said it, but it's actually stuck with me. So it's mine. Okay, it's mine.
Someone's going to comment, like a famous person.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I'll go on.
And I would like you guys to try do it, yourself too, because I've been doing this, on a pretty regular basis, and it's great. It's really, really empowering. If you can look in the mirror and dip on your own eyes and say, look, you've been through so much and you're still standing, it will help you to create this self-respect and this belief that you can get through no matter what. Because you're connecting with you and you're affirming something what is very true to you too, And the fact is, you can't deny it. You're still here, right? Regardless of what you've been through, you're still here. And you've been through a lot. So it's not like you're lying to yourself. You're just stating the fact. But sometimes you have to verbalize it and say it out loud and hear yourself to really feel it. So talk to yourself. That's a good thing.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
But hold on, I'm just trying to... I don't know why the phone goes off. Sorry, guys, that was just off the script.
So what can we do to empower ourselves? Because, this is a little bit about our self-empowerment. And again, also, I've been through where I've said the negative things to myself. Oh, I'm not enough, I won't be able to do this. So I've kind of been there. And I guess I conditioned my mind to be able to fight against us. So do you know what? I think being an engineer helped me, because it's all about finding solutions.
Brilliant.
Fixing things.
So there was a purpose for this, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like now I can look back and, oh my God, Angg, I can totally see. I can. That benefits that part of my life. Real benefited me, and even the people that I was around, I learned so much, from them. Through that, that wasn't the right path for me, but I had to do that, and I can see how much it's helped me for business, because like processes, procedures, all that kind of thing. But just maybe having a different outlook on stuff, really. So that went off on one again.
Well, maybe for a reason. So
Yeah.
what I hear from what you said is
Yeah.
that even though, I wasn't happy in my, previous job, I've learned something
Yeah.
what actually helps me now with what I do.
Exactly. And I think actually, because I talked about job, so even so how long I become a instructor? About 15, 16 years ago nearly. So it's quite a long time, but also a short time. And even and during that time, I've had children and massive life changes and some great things and not so very nice things have happened. But each one, like, it become a little bit more resilient, learn from that, and it's right. How can I make this situation better now? How can we improve this? What am I willing to, even with boundaries, what am I willing to accept? What am I willing, well, no way, am I not going to accept? So it's all about that improvement, but it has to be for, like, something that is empowering, not to, hey, I'm stood on top of the world, but more of, I'm not going to let this knock me down. Get back up. I think a lot of my staff, the staff training I had as an instructor, it was like, oh my god, push to the limit sometimes. It was, so that helped build up that mental resilience to stuff. And because I was so passionate what I wanted to do, I was willing to, like when you've done your competing and stuff, you're willing to put yourself through that short-term pain, and then it changes your head. You think differently, you feel differently about yourself. How did you feel?
Well, this is actually quite funny because you took me right back to,
I know,
competing
your
time.
face changed. Face.
Feast as well. Depends on the type of competition, right?
Yeah.
I remember the pain, and I remember that I enjoyed it. Wow, I probably enjoy it more now, the memory of it, than I enjoyed it when I was feeling it.
It's the same. Yeah, it's like a.
But it's like, I think this is pain of growth, and I think you just love the fact that you're improving yourself. They say no pain, no gain. And I think there is you can look at it, from a many different perspectives. But I just did enjoy it. I just did enjoy the fact that I am stepping out of my comfort zone, even it was uncomfortable. But during that process, I not only improved myself on many different levels, I also improved the relationship with myself and believe in myself. Because that's the thing. Hi, Coretta. So I think, this is a very important factor to mention. When you build something, when you create something, and you go through struggles, and you can show yourself compassion and love and understanding, and just can give yourself just pat on the back, then you're building the stronger version of yourself, just on inside, and this stronger version of you gives you better results.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going through challenges in life, and it all depends how you're gonna take it. This is here to destroy me, or this is here to make me stronger. Well, which one you prefer? Which one feels better to you when you think about it? So this is also the perspective, right? But going back, to the whole topic of our podcast today, right, is your relationship with yourself. I know I'm keep going back to it because now I remember.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah. I think it's all about that. How you see yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you see yourself? Because all of those experiences, you have in life, like everybody else, it's just your perspective, how you look at it, how you view yourself, and
this reminds me of last week's episode.
Oh, everything is connected.
Yeah, they're all connected. If you haven't watched it, you can find it on podcast, Apple, whatever, YouTube, it's everywhere. But yeah, so no, but that's really interesting because I forgot what I was going to say.
Time for advert. Okay, take 5.
Where's the lady with the refreshments? Order them out.
Oh well, yeah, this is it. There could be a few of them. Hi, Andrea. So now you completely threw me off.
Yeah, that's subject. All good.
So anyways,
we'll learn from this though. No, I know what it was, Ange. You reminded me of something. So I talk about mindset and well-being and personal development. I still got my coach. I still get coached, and we did this great drill whenever that was. It was recently, and it was talking about write down all the. This is a good thing to do. So you write down you get in your sheet of paper. So one half you're going to write down all the things that maybe you say that stops you from doing stuff. So it might be about I don't feel confident, or I couldn't do that. So whatever it is, you write down all this, the negative that, and you got to be honest, the things that you say to yourself, and it stops you moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Fold that out. Well, you look at it, and then you have to change the wording. So I think you just gave a good example, which of course I'd forgotten. But you turn it into empowerment phrases.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
you look at it and you say, I can't do this right now. Or what would we say is I can't do? Yeah.
This is the thing. You say you can't do something.
Well,
you
it could be,
yet.
You
don't close the door. You open the door.
I'm improving and getting better every day.
Yeah.
And I will get there. So it could, you find something. It takes a bit of work, and you find something to turn that around. Because we can like the things we say to ourselves it's like, if we was to video it back and you watched it, observed it for everybody, I think we'd be quite surprised of what goes in. And you can't say it's from someone else. You can be around it, by the way,
mm-hmm.
but if you have that choice to allow that to come into your head and you be influenced by that. And I do believe we're influenced all the time by just stuff going around us, TV, media, everything. So, but it's when we start communicating that negativity, back to ourselves. So anyway, you get these great, you turn it around and you write down the other side, the things that are empowering to counteract against that. Now tear the sheet in half, get all those negative ones and just rip them up, burn them, get rid of them. And now you've got your list of empowerment phrases, affirmations that you can manifest. Have it maybe typed out nicely, laminated, whatever you want to do with it, but it's there. It's have it somewhere. It could be in your purse, your wallet, on the fridge. So you have it, so you're seeing that all the time, and it's so powerful. Just something like that. Even the fact you writing it out, typing it, it will. You can sometimes. I think when you're smiling because right. You know how powerful these things are.
That was actually not the reason.
Why are you smiling, Angg? Why are you smiling?
Because I was just about to belch.
Angg just got wind.
No, that's the coffee. Sorry. I was like, just hold it.
I'm not smiling because of that. Okay. Well, this went sideways. Well, it could have been worse. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, I would not admit that. Oh, okay. So go on.
No, I got my own things to deal with now.
Oh. I'm sorry.
We have fun. Let's see. When we decided this collaboration was going to do, the first rule was that we were going to have fun. If we weren't laughing, then that's it. We're out of here. Forget about it. But we feel empowered by this as well, right?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying was,
continue on your personal device.
It's not even Siri's having a go at me now.
Oh gosh. Chain reaction.
We'll watch the rest. You probably might want to there, Andrea. Yeah. So basically, you got your list. You got an empowerment list. Laminate it. Put it somewhere. Belch till you can't belch anymore.
No, I'm fine now.
Someone got a headache. All right. Any other good things?
She forgot it for a minute. That's great.
Yeah, that's good. See.
Oh God, that's brilliant. Apologies for breaking your flow.
It's a nice pattern interrupt. Do you know what? We've had a pattern interrupt. On a serious note, is that sometimes we need a pattern interrupt in life. If you're feeling a bit disempowered, then you need to change your scenery. Well, you don't need to. It's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not your master, or am I? I'm going to mindset control you into doing all kinds of things. That's what someone said about me, Angg. So I'm a mindset controller. I can have my fan. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Please leave us 5-star review for your mindset control.
Especially after this.
Yeah, definitely after this one. I'm entering your head. I'm everywhere. So is Angg. We're in your mind, controlling you to be the best you can be. All right, I've gone right off on one now. And I can't remember what I was going to say again.
Ah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to change the scenery.
Pattern interrupt.
Pattern to,
Yeah,
right?
pattern interrupt. So if you feel, if you've got that negative energy around you, or it's just overwhelming, a nice pattern interrupt. I think we've talked about this before, changing that scenery, and then your mind can start to reassess things. And I think we've talked. Well, I've definitely said that I love the chimp paradox, and be able to, it could be that chimp part of your brain, or it's the inner child, whatever you want to call it. There's a part of us that is, when we're feeling a bit, I can't do this, I can't do that, you just exhaust it out a little bit. 10 minutes, and soon you kind of can work with it. If you've got someone, I did mine then. If you got, I trust you, I can, I can say, thing that, and so you kind of exhaust that negative part. Then, if you've got your things of empowerment, it's a bit easier. So a pattern interrupt is really healthy thing to do, and just clear all that gumph, that trash in your head, empty it out, but with the emphasis on, right, now I've got that out of the way, that's actually quite silly. Am I really going to look so silly stood here talking? We don't care. We're having fun. We're on camera. We don't know how many. To be honest, hopefully someone gets something from it, and they're able to implement it. But I don't care if it's 10, 1, 0 people watch, listen. It makes it odds to me. But I know someone's going to pick it up. And that's what's important.
There is also one thing, or one of probably many, something worth remembering. If you are on this roll with negative thoughts, there is like a negative pattern going on, in your head. Just to mention this, some habits are easy to change, some harder, and some really hard. Changing anything, in yourself and in your life take time. But going through those, rough patches, having negative thoughts, just don't feel bad about it, because you're still in control of how long, how much, and how often you feel the way you feel, okay? So if you feel negative emotions, it's happening there for a reason, because you're letting you know that there is something important happening at that moment, something what is important to you. And if you can realize what is it that is important to you at that moment, if you can direct your focus towards the thing that matters, when you have this moment of turmoil and realization, and go the direction you really want to go, you gain the clarity and strength of going wherever you need to go, and then you can you can stop or limit the length of the time when you're not feeling your best. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So now I lost the track.
No, I'm sorry. I just caught Real Minded UK, Ben Wilson. Thank you, Ben. So you said if you change nothing changes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
so true.
That's a great comment.
Oh, and I know what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for this.
Pattern interrupt. See how it works?
Actually helps. It really helps.
Yeah,
you actually get back, on track with what you were going to say. Humans think about. Do you know how many thoughts a day?
Me, I have 7.
Okay, so people generally think they think around 75,000 thoughts a day, right? How many of those thoughts is the same thoughts you think, from a previous day? How many percent do you think?
I reckon it's quite high.
Go on.
80, 90. Oh, what do I win? What do I win?
Oh, almost 95%.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because we are creatures of habit, okay? And knowing that, it helps you to understand that you can change, everything, but sometimes it takes time. And you need to have a good relationship with yourself and have compassion towards yourself to understand that breaking a habit takes time and takes self-love. You can't change anything for the better if you beat up on yourself all the time. Think about it. And there is no such thing, especially if we're talking about improvement and happiness, there is no such thing like unhappy journey to happy destination. Think about it. You keep beating up on yourself, and at the end you're rewarded in heavens, right? It's about you being happy here, right? And the thing is, you see, if you can look at today as the only day you have, right? You're not dragging the past with you to today, then you're most likely not going to repeat the yesterday from today, tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to just allow yourself, just to experience what you've experienced. Just take a step back, think what I've learned from this. Okay, show yourself love and decide what to do next. Okay, I don't like this, what happened yesterday, but what can I do today to be the better version of myself, or happier version of myself? Because it's not about pleasing everyone around. It's about how you feel.
No,
right?
it's impossible, right? Yeah, like the people pleasing.
Yeah.
Probably still am a bit, but used to be quite terrible for that.
Well, but okay, so let's say this is one of the habits, and you would say this is one of my bad habits. But is it really a bad habit?
It isn't. It isn't. Yeah.
So again, I can't. Like I said to you, how much, how long, and how often?
Yeah.
Right. So you decide, how much of it you want to do to people, because in some way you still get pleasure from it, don't you?
Oh no, definitely. Yeah. No, 100%. And I think it's more of like I've learned really now to do it more on my own terms, to be selfish about it. And
so do you know
about selfish
about people pleasing, because I still do it, and I sometimes, well, not sometimes, I do like it, but I think I cracked the code.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? Tell us! Oh my God, we're right at the end. Don't go off now.
It's not like I do it 100% of the time, but when I do it, I say to myself that I don't expect anything back.
Oh no, yeah, definitely not.
You know what I mean?
No,
because sometimes it's like, I'm gonna please you, I'm gonna please you, I'm gonna please you, because someday you're gonna come back and you're gonna do the same thing to me.
No.
Right? No. I used to think that.
Did you?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I thought I'm going to be so
I
nice and loving to you,
respect,
and then I'm going to get the same back. But the thing is, you see, this is going back to energy. That's few episodes back, with the energy goes where the focus flows. Yeah, that was other way around. But anyway, you understand it.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm gonna send this positive energy to this particular person, and this particular person will give it back to me. But the truth is, with energy works different. You put it out there because you want to share, you want to help, you want to inspire, you name it, and it will come back to you. But it will come back to you from someone else or something else.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, definitely. I think as well. I guess where I put that energy, as long as it's not gonna later on drain me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of a bit of my formula on it. So I'm right to help do things, but if something starts to that's gonna I don't expect anything in return, other than don't drain my energy.
So then again, how much, how long, and how often?
Exactly,
You just say, okay, I've done what I wanted to do, right? And it felt good. Now it doesn't feel so good, so I put a cap on it, right?
Yeah.
And because I didn't have expectation, there is no ties.
Set a boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah.
So how does that impact your business, your success?
What with the boundaries?
With the boundaries, because I think having boundaries also, it's a part of the good relationship with yourself, right?
Yes, the boundaries are for you.
Mm-hmm.
So any boundaries, let's say personal boundaries, they're my boundaries. It's not. And people won't always like that. Even in business, like we have boundaries here within the business that we've set, but not everyone will like them. Not everyone understands them, but we've had to put them in place so that we can have the clientele that we want, if that makes sense. That won't then have detriment to the people that are here. So maybe early days, it might have been a bit more of a scarcity mindset. Hey, everyone come here. And see, this is where it might sound arrogant or whatever, but let's say we got people to protect within, within the business. There's vulnerable people that are here. So we have got to have a boundary to say, oh, sorry, you're maybe not quite right for here, but hey, here's a place you might be interested in. If that makes sense. So not in a horrible, malicious way.
Well, I don't think that's horrible. I think having boundaries, whether this is business related or personal, are very needed.
Yeah.
And one of my coaches told me that if you put the boundaries in place and someone does not like it,
Hmm.
it means that you need those boundaries even
Oh
more.
yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. In
Because this is the
personal,
respect.
everything. Yep, that 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And you gotta. I think you gotta stand by those as well.
You have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're standing up for
Mhm.
yourself, and again, this is your relationship with you, right?
Yeah. Or if you allow the boundary to get crossed, then you'll just well, basically it's just stress come in. So
Hmm.
when you're trying to, sometimes when you've got to enforce a boundary in any situation, because like I said, when you set them, not everyone's going to like them,
Hmm.
and they won't. We've had some not very nice reviews just because they didn't like that boundary. We just did our bit, but that's fine. But we had to do that, if that makes sense. And same if it's personal, you set a boundary. So, well, no, I'm not prepared to do that, and I'm definitely not accepting that. And people have, their own glasses on,
Hmm.
which we got it. Then it's like, well, that's how they see it. So I know they're not going to like it,
Hmm.
but that's all our own sort of lesson in that situation. So anyway, going back to that, it can be stressed because you can like allow it. So someone maybe not happy that you've set this boundary, and it could be a boundary that's changed at some point because it might have been okay at, in any relationship anyway, whether it be business, whatever. It might have been something that you allowed, and now you're now creating this new boundary, right? So then suddenly it's like, well, it used to be okay before, but it's not now. So that's where it can be that little bit of conflict. So it's either you carry on doing it and you still have that same uncomfortable feeling, that same stress. You maybe become a little bit desensitized to it, but you're not really living the life that you deserve or want to or anything else.
Look
right?
how nicely this connect with people pleasing.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I think we've done about 6 podcasts in this episode,
Well, we like variety. But you can see how everything is intertwined, connected, and it's empowering one another or disempowering one another. And we are so complex beyond complexion, and you can't change everything, and it is not like you have to. But going back to the relationship with yourself and understanding that, there is no such thing like perfection, and imperfection is the true perfection, because that's what made you the way you are, who you are. You're very unique. That's the perfection with all of it, what you represent and you believe in. If you can understand that, then respect that and love that, and change the things that you want to change in you, with the love, with the love and compassion towards yourself, then you have a recipe for a happy life. That's my personal opinion, okay? And you might agree, you might disagree, and both of them are right. But I've learned this one thing, that chasing the perfection is the very reason for people being unhappy, because there's no such thing. If you're looking for perfection, look in the mirror, into in the depth of your own eyes, and show yourself love. Then you will find perfection. And if you can't do that, then everything what you do in your life will be completely different, because you will do it from your heart, not from your head. Okay? It's not going to be about pleasing other people and proving your point, proving your worthiness, because you don't have to. You are perfect, always have been, you're just forgotten. And you can only remember who you really are by just remembering how to love yourself, And when you do that, then you respect and accept all of the imperfection of yours, and just keep moving forward with full acceptance, then all good, right?
I think that's a closing speech there, Ange. Yeah.
I was on the roll.
Yeah.
Well, I was connected to the source.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us again today. And of course, if you're watching, give some love. Nice 5-star review. If you're listening on the podcast, drop us some 5 stars in. And if there's anything you would like us to talk about, we are working on getting a guest soon, aren't we?
Yes, a very special guest. So there will be a lot, just to look forward to. But before we go today, right, I will ask you. Oh, Corey, thank you very much. Thank you. We really appreciate that. If you are on any go back. podcast platforms like Apple Podcast or Spotify. Can you rate Spotify?
I don't know if you can on Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, Apple, you definitely can give us a nice rating, or just go on our page.
Yes, please do that. Please show your support. We really, really appreciate it. And interact with us. Let us know what you think. What would you like to talk about, listen about? We are here for you. That's the most important thing.
Exactly.
Just we are here for you, and we want you to enjoy it because it's for you.
Tag someone in, or just give it a share, because I'm sure it's going to help someone or just resonate. So that's always good. Yeah. Happy days.
So.
Right.
You have a great week and love yourself. Oh, that's a little bit cheesy. Okay, have a little bit of compassion towards yourself. Right? Look in that mirror and just say to yourself, you've been through so much and you're still standing. Let's finish with that.
Oh, yeah, that's just put Elton John in my head. I'm still standing. All right, peace, love. See you later. Bye-bye.